staying on the ground with Montgomery. Keeps it moving. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Off tosses that quickly out wide. And he gets this forward to the 19. Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Putting a receiver in motion. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Now facing 3rd and 8 after that delay of game penalty. Send the tight end in motion. Goff on 3rd. That one complete to St. Brown. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
The number's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. But I think this is one of those moments that you just go back in that backyard as a kid and close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
No luck finding his receiver that time, and it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by Brian Brand.
Here we go.
Back to the air. Love. He's going to try another deep one here. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up. And he's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. And you're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risks and an aggressive mindset that reflects the stakes of each and every game.
He's got his man. This is Kraft. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Ready. 50-yard line.
Love now off the play action. Gets it downfield on target to Watson. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down just inside the 25. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Go tonight.
Off to the air now. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. The cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, gone. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series.
60.
Play fake, it's Love. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
Now Love on the play fake. It is caught at the 20. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Okay, ready?
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Come on, set. Blue, 32, set.
Play action, Love. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. There's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. And the run will not work. He is shot to the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Love throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they safety. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Nice, Carlos.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 16-yard line.
Cut.
Running on second with Montgomery. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Tonight.
From the gun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
10-yard loss on the play. Another 3 and out.
The Lions readying for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. And he gets it away from his end zone. Punt taken near midfield. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Cut. Ready.
Love now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Tonight. 180.
Defense showing blitz. Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
1st down, Detroit.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. That screen sniffed out quickly. Shut down behind the line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 46.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Goff back to throw. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Andrew Cooper there to make the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
180. What's up?
Motioning left is their running back. Short pass brought in. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That's a pickup of 9. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First down.
Now gone. Laporta again. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here's Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. All right, here we go. Second down.
At the Packers' 36-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Here he goes, third and long. That's caught by Montgomery. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
So that is 2 quarters in the books here at Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks.
Going on a bit of a speed run, it seems. We are flying past halftime and going right to the start of the third quarter. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3, the Super Bowl is underway. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the third quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Thrown on first down, Love. He beams one deep right side. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
He's trying to go deep again. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing his Love on third. Gets his running back. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Loves to throw again. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Terry Arnold has it. The Packers take their first time out. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Their own 46-yard line.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6. At their
Goff off the play action. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
First down, Detroit.
180.
Play action here with Goff. for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Emmanuel Wilson to return it. Showing a little burst so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Packers all set to get back out there. And the last two drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah,
This is caught inside the 15. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers shrinking the lead some in the third. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Matt LaFleur with faith in his offense. They're set to try for two. Love's going to throw for two. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
They've been reversed so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun. Gone. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Here we go.
And motion the tight end over. Goff now, 3rd and long. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. Always hurts to do this. They give up the safety and now have to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
That penalty accepted. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Black 40. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. I'm going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but, man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. You see that out loud?
No, that was out loud. Yeah. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another one for Gibbs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
20.
Off to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. This is brought in by Laporta. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, it's 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First down, Lions.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. And it's first down.
Cut. 180.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. The Lions in a new spot here. They have it late with this lead, seeking a devout fan base's first ever title. Packers going with a dime set to get this 3rd down stop. From the gun, Goff. It's on target to Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
2 for 1.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Looking to throw. Goff. He completes it in traffic. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
Brings up third and inches.
Trying to sneak here. Goff. He's going to be touched down as he gets him an out to pick up the first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
All set now. First and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And any more of those as they trail by a score.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is. But after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Looking to throw. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
7 yards. And it's fourth down.
An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, the field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Packers and receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now.
Down. Ready?
Love now on first and 10. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Set, hut. 60. Set.
Play action, Love. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown. They're going to say it's incomplete. Ball still on that 20. It's second and 10.
Ready.
Setting up to pass. Another kick bounces off their hands in the end zone, Brock. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions. Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this third down.
Here, set.
Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
The entire season has led them here. To this snap, they have to convert here on fourth down.
Ready. Blue, 32.
Go, 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 go.
Set, hut.
They'll run for it. Jacobs. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Is a turnover
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Lions offense returning to the field. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pass.
Here, Kate's keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job, and you got to do yours.
Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Gibbs. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Come on! 180! Hey, tonight!
Back to throw it. And he got there in time. He's taken down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. So out now comes the punter. So here's their 3rd and final timeout. 7 seconds left in this game. Punting unit out now. And they could elect to just take the safety here. And he gets it away from his end zone. He's got it near midfield. And a nice return. Has him looking at a very short field now. And Detroit has done it. One of the league's oldest and proudest franchises has finally reached that pinnacle. Lions fans, congratulations on your first Super Bowl championship. You think of all the seasons this franchise has gone through, Brock, the great teams they had that came up just a little bit short, the rebuilds that ushered in new, hopeful eras, all of those have led to this moment when they were finally able to claim their first Super Bowl title.
And you know what's so amazing about this mountaintop, Kate, is we're looking out on the field and the confetti and all the players and coaches and families, everyone in the